I've edited videos that have reached thousands of people. And guess what? You too can do it. Right now, you might feel like a beginner or someone with editing experience struggling to make your edits look professional. But after this video, you will have the skill to transform your videos from basic to mind-blowing feel. The best part, you don't need expensive softwares or years of experience, just CapCut and the right tricks. And I'm not just going to throw a bunch of random tips at you. I will walk you through each one step by step so you can master them with ease. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and let me know in the comments which trick surprises you the most. Now let's jump in and level up your editing game. Let's launch CapCut, then import the clip you need to work on. Next thing to do is drag the clip to the timeline. When you do that, click on the clip on the timeline, then move your cursor to the top right corner of the page. Make sure video is selected and then click remove BG. Now when you click remove BG, you will see an option called auto removal. Though it's a pro version, click on it. Now when you do that, it will start processing if you have not done that before. So what this does is it completely removes the background of a video. Now that the background is removed, next drag the clip again from the import area to the timeline again. So you can see that the first clip, the background of the first video is completely removed. Move the clip that the background was removed, move it up. The next thing to do, which is the final step, is to go to text on your CapCut, click on text, and then click the plus sign. It's going to add text. Then come over here and then edit the text. Make it whatever you want it to be. Let's say text behind image. Let's scroll down and then add give it beautiful color. Just give it something better. Okay, so let's use this one. So you can improve, you can make the text, appear the way you want it to be. Thickness, let's increase the thickness. Here we go. When you do that, make sure you arrange the text in a way that it fit the clip on the timeline. Now go to the top right of your screen and then click animation. So let's give it animation, something beautiful. Okay, so let's click typewriter so that it types. Then there's a button here called duration. It's 5 seconds, so let's increase it so that it's not too fast. Drag this text, drag it down and place it in between the two video clips. Let's play and then see how it appears. So that is how to add text behind an image. First, make sure you import your clip. After you import, drag it to the timeline. Let's play it a bit and see. So we want to track this first rider over here. To apply motion tracking, so let's go ahead and select text. So we want to use text to capture the name of the rider we want to track. So after you add it, go to the text and then edit. To apply motion tracking, what you should do is that select the text, go to the advanced area at the right hand side, select tracking. After selecting tracking, click motion tracking. Now after you click motion tracking, you'll see direction. So on direction, just leave it on both. However, you can select either forward or backward. So drag the motion tracking or to the object you want to track. Select start. You will see a button called start at the right hand side. Now when you click on start, what is going to happen is that CapCut will apply the automatic motion tracking to the object or person you highlighted. So that's how to apply motion tracking. Fading effect in video editing is a transition that gradually brightens or darkens an image or video clip. Fading effect can be used to create smooth transition between scenes. To apply fading effect, we will go ahead and select 4 clips over here, import the clips. Now after you import the clips, drag it to the timeline. To apply fading effect, make sure you select the clips you want to apply it to, and then at the right hand side, scroll up, and then you see an option called blend. Ensure blend is highlighted and then expand it. When you do that, move the arrowhead. Make sure your arrowhead is on the clip you want to apply, and make sure the clip is selected. Move it towards the end, add keyframe. Now after you add the first keyframe, you notice a cone shape. Move the arrowhead again to the second point and then add keyframe. And make sure everything is done on blend. So after you add the second keyframe, reduce the opacity. Go ahead and add the fading effect to the other clips. So basically you do the same thing. Select the clip first, position the arrowhead on the first point, add keyframe under blend, move to the second point, add keyframe. That is how to apply fading effect. So first, we'll drag this to our timeline. So here, this is our image. So what I want to do is that there's a sort of wooden house here, and then we want to darken the background of this particular, image so that the wooden house is not affected. Select the image on the timeline. Come to remove BG. Now select auto removal. Now when you check, it's going to remove the background. It might not remove immediately. It might take some time to process, but that's okay. Now, after you do that, the next thing to do, drag the same image. When you take this clip up, select the one below it. Make sure video is selected here. Then come to basic. Now, under basic, go down and then opacity. You will see blend. Now, under blend, expand it and then select opacity. Then drag it. You can see it. Apply this cinematic effect to your image. First, move your mouse to effects. Click on effects. Scroll down. And you will see body effect, expand body effect. When you expand body effect, scroll down and look for the place that says mask. Click on mask. Now under mask, you should see several options, but the one we are interested in is face mosaic. So go to the search button at the top and type face mosaic. Now it will come up with different options. However, the one we are more interested in is face mosaic. So click on face mosaic, drag it, and then drop it on the clip on your timeline. Let's preview and see. Now you can see that it has successfully applied. So what you do is press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V to duplicate the clip that you have on your timeline. Select the clip at the bottom and then let's hide it for now, just so we focus on the one at the top. Move your mouse to the top right and then click mask. Now under mask, select mask, and then when you do, you can make sure you select the rectangle shape. Now what we want to do is that we want to emphasize on this part of YouTube guidelines that talks about fake engagement. So we want to highlight this portion of the document so that we can emphasize it on our clip. Now that we highlighted that part, the next thing to do is display the second background. Select the top clip and then come over to basic, select scale and then position, add keyframe on position as well. Now move the arrowhead to the next point, add keyframe on scale and then add keyframe on position as well. Increase this scale, just increase the scale until what you want to emphasize on is fully captured. The issue is that when you preview it like this, it will not make a lot of sense. So what I suggest that you do is select the clip under and fade it off. Now, so the reason why you are fading it is because so that the text you want to emphasize is clearly seen. You can either apply blur effect or you use fading effect. Select the clip under, then come to this point. Make sure basic is selected. Now you see an option called blend, expand blend. Then add keyframe on the first point, drag it to the second point, and then add keyframe again. Whenever you add keyframe, you notice that points are being added on the clip. Now, reduce the opacity and it to the barest minimum. You can go ahead and review. First, import your clip. Then next, drag the clip to the timeline. Now, after you drag the clip to the timeline, we want to make it look like there is a camera somewhere that is zooming into this clip. Select the clip and then move your cursor to the right-hand side. Now, where you see scale, move to the right-hand side. You will see a place called Add Keyframe. Now, click on it. When you are done, drag the arrowhead on the timeline, drag it to the next point, and then go back, drag the arrowhead to the next point, and then click Add Keyframe keyframe again on the scale, and then the same thing on the position. Now at this point in time, drag the scale. It depends on whatever you want to zoom in on. So let's say we want to zoom in on just the edge of the ocean. Drag it again. When you are set with what you want to zoom in on, then move the arrow ahead to the next point where you want the zoom effect to stop. Click on it and then select add keyframe. Then go to position and click add keyframe as well. Move it to the next. Do the same thing basically. Add keyframe. When you are done, you notice that the scale is now 500%. So the normal view is 100%. So make it 100 and then come down to the position and then select highlight everything, make it 0. Make it 0 on both X and Y boxes. So that is how to add zoom effect. Now let's preview and see. That's how to zoom in on a clip. Ensure to subscribe and like this video. How to apply circular countdown. First, when your clip is added to the timeline, go to text. Now here on text, add the text and then edit it to capital letter O and expand it to something like this. And then change the color to color of the choice. So let's select green here, or better still, let's select this one. So let's select this color over here. The one you do that, you should expand this text, and then when you expand it this way, move the countdown to somewhere on the screen. Adjust it, move the countdown somewhere on the screen. So this is how the video looks like. So it's a windy, grassland. So when you do that, the next thing to do is go to animation at the top right, then scroll down. There is an option that says, select this option that says clock wipe. So select it, increase the duration to probably 3 seconds. So let's go ahead and preview our screen. Make sure you increase the duration. If you wanted to cover the entire, clip, you can increase it as well. However, we just wanted to cover half of this clip. So what you do is make sure you increase the duration like this. So increase the duration to cover the entire clip. So though it will be slow, when you increase the duration to cover the entire clip, what you can do is at the top here, select the clip and then come to speed. Now under speed, increase it. What will happen is that it will play the clip faster. Now that we added the countdown sign, what we will do right now is let's go ahead and add like a sound clip to capture much like a timer. So let's go ahead. I have a sound clip here. Let me add it here, and you can duplicate it and place it here as many times as possible based on what you want to achieve. When you place the clock ticking sound, this is how it's going to look like. How to apply multiple split screen. First is to select the clips we want to use for this purpose. So I'll go ahead and select and then open. Now after you open the clips, drag it to the timeline. Now when dragging the clips, make sure you place the clips above each other. Okay, so place it above. Select a particular clip. Move your mouse to the right hand side of your screen. You will see video. Make sure you're selecting video. Make sure video is selected. Now, under it, you will see mask. Now, click on mask. You will see this place called, make sure the mask is checked and then click add marks. Now, under add mark, you will see an option that said split strip. Select it, then rotate the clip, based on how you want it to appear. When you're done, leave it. Do the same thing to the next clip. So select this one as well. Go to video, marks, add marks, and then film strip. Rotate it as well. Now, when you rotate it, just adjust it to the way, it should fit, and then drag it. Okay, here we are. Drag it. Then go to the final clip. Do the same thing, exactly the same thing. Film strip, and then rotate it like this. Adjust it very well. Make sure it looks perfect. And then when you are done, drag it over here, and then place it. If you want to preview it, make sure you drag the arrowhead to the left. When you drag it to the left, then you can play it. That is how to split screen. First, let's import the clip we want to use. Now drag the clip to the timeline. Then after you drag it to the timeline, make sure you create a duplicate of that particular clip. Duplicate it. Make sure you place it just above each other. Select the second clip. Then go to effect at the top. Select effect. Then search blur. Different option comes up. So drag one of them and then place it on the one below the one below, the clip below, place it, select the clip above it, move your cursor to the right hand side, make sure video is selected. If you are using the old version of CapCut, what you see is cutout. There's an option called cutout just after basic. Now, but because I'm using the latest version, you see remove BG. Click remove BG and then come over here. There's an option that says auto removal. Click auto removal. Now, after you click auto removal, you can see the background has been successfully removed. To prove to you that the background was removed, if you drag the top clip over here, move the arrowhead, you can see that the background was actually removed. Create a duplicate of the clip, place it just above each other, go to effect, search for blur, and then drag the blur effect and place it above the top clip to the second one. Now after you place it, make sure you drag the blur effect, drag it to align with the size of the clip. Now when you are done with that, the next thing you're going to do is make sure you select the blur effect and the clip above. Do not select everything, just the clip above and then the blur effect. When both of them are selected, right click and then select create compound clip. What you have succeeded in doing is to match both the blur effect and the clip together. You can also drag it and place it on the video anyway. Now when you are done with that, you can see that the video is already blurred. Go make sure video is selected, and this time around you select mask. Click add mask. You see this shape is appearing. At the bottom here, you see there are different shapes you can use to blur the video. Let's go ahead and use circle. So drag the blur effect and place it here. So you can see that the phone is blurred.